welcome back to Stuff and Things. So today, NASA has said that the rover found that there was life on Mars! Yes! Or, well, Mars could have supported life, and then it went all kaplooey, because that happens. So because, you know, the rover was the first robot to get to Mars that could actually, like, get samples and test them, it tested that Mars used to be kind of wet and green and could have supported some early primitive life forms. So, you know, I'm just going to, I may never have told you this before, but I have a, you know, a factual belief that some of us here on Earth perhaps may be Martians. It could happen. It could happen. And now that we know there was primitive life forms, maybe they made primitive little ships and sailed all the way here. Who knows? It could happen. In other Martian news, that Mars One project, that guy who wants to have a team of people go live on Mars and never come back because it would take too long in our lifetimes, probably, maybe. Unless we come up with some sort of crazy, like, system engine thing that could go, like, super fast but not, like, crash into Mars. Because I think that would probably defeat the purpose and waste a whole bunch of money. Mars One has teamed up with, the Paragon Space Development Corporation to develop life support systems and, you know, spacesuits, because those are important. And of course, like I said, because these people won't be returning ever, they'll be staying there as settlers, they need things that we definitely have not tried to make before for space outings, because everybody always comes back. Well, not everybody, sadly, but we hope that everybody comes back. That is the goal of going out to space, is coming back with some new stuff, information, pictures. So if you forget from, you know, that video we did like this past summer, Mars One would like to have a settlement up on the Red Planet by 2023. So we can totally see this in our freaking lifetimes, and it's gonna be so awesome. I'm like super excited. Not that I would want to go there and live there, just like I probably wouldn't have wanted to be a settler back in the day. Actually, I wouldn't want to be a girl in any other time but now in North America, because things suck for girls. But I digress. I am excited to see what this could possibly mean. The inklings of just, it's very cool. It makes me very excited. And keeping in mind with settling or going places we haven't been before and conquering the land, there is a new show called Vikings, and it is freaking awesome. It's only on its second episode, and I am just in love. It's made by people who made The Tudors and The Borgias. So it's got this dark, horrible people everywhere. Okay, not everywhere, but a lot of not nice people out for their own things, you know? Mostly men, of course, because there's men in everything. And apparently women's lives are not that interesting. What really made me happy was Ragnar's wife, who was a shield maiden before she was his wife, fought him and was like, I want to go with you too! I have a right for adventure and glory to the gods! Then she had to stay home, because who's gonna take care of the kids? And the farm? Yup. That's women's lot in life, apparently. So if you haven't heard of it yet, or, you know, you're interested in mythology and how people lived in different times in a very gritty sort of way, if you've ever seen the Tudors and the Borgias, you'll know. I mean, those guys were obviously a couple hundred years into the future, so their lives were a little bit nicer. These guys are living off the land, and it is a harsh land. If you know anything about Viking history and the Norse people, yeah, not the best paid place to live, but Yes, and for those of you who are really interested in mythology like myself, there is like mention of Odin all the time in the show, and all the other gods. It's just fantastic. It's just in passing. It's like it would be, you know, in reality, which is really nice. And the next thing, I found this really cool thing today on my Facebook page. Somebody had posted this. Thank you for posting it. But there are these things called concrete canvases, and they are like totally freaking awesome. Basically what they are is this canvas, and it's all folded up. It's already like pre-made into the building that you would need, sort of tent thing. And it's in a plastic bag thing, tarp. Well, not tarp, but it keeps it keeps everything in there. Anyway, so what you do with it is you fill it up with water, you let it soak in all the water, because you know concrete needs water. It's a thing. Who knew? And you let it soak up the water for 5 hours. You just blow it into the shape that it's going to be, that it was, you know, made to be. And you leave that for a day. And then voila! You have a frickin' building. It even comes with 2 doors, one on each end. The implications of this are like totally awesome, because you're not having to wait for these huge concrete things, you know, to set, because that takes a long time. This takes like 2 days? 2 days. So if ever there was a natural disaster wherever you live, you bring these out and have them set up, and you're done in 2 days. You may have to, you know, actually tent it out for a little while, but hello, totally awesome. The great thing is that, you know, when it's wet, it's flexible, so it can, you know, be filled up with that air and take the form that it needs to take. And then once it's dry, well, it's concrete. It's like super hard, and it will take like anything. You could go stand up on the top of one and it would totally not fall through, because it's concrete. And you could totally like light it on fire, but it wouldn't be lit on fire because it's concrete. Concrete doesn't burn. And to carry on with the survival sort of theme that I have in this episode, apparently man's sperm is really strong after winter. You know, this makes a lot of sense. That people had spring rites and whatnot, and people would go out and celebrate the coming summer by going in the fields with a lady friend and you know do stuff, you know, but bless the land with love and jolly good time. So that is everything I have to talk about today, and hopefully I'll see you at the end of the week. I know it didn't happen at the end of last week for some weird reason. I don't even remember. Nope, it's gone. So I will definitely see you at the end of the week for something. I will do more little stories. Yes? Alright. See you soon. Goodbye. I love tea. I love tea. Yum 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 yum. Tea.